And we are back on the build phase. I'm Mr. Ben, and today we are going to talk about whatever is in this little 30-second video that Dice Throne just dropped to their YouTube channel. Uh, this says it's the official reveal for the Kickstarter for 2023, so let's jump into this. Okay, Dice Throne, we know that. Okay. Hold on. There's too much coming at me at once. Okay, that. Now, there's a lot of ways you can write X-Men, and I know there's like kind of a classic depiction of like that's like X-Men from my youth. That's like Jim Lee X-Men #1. That's like X-Men animated series. That's like, man. Okay. Okay. So what were the next words? I couldn't even. Cooperative. All right. So is this an add-on to Dice Room Adventures? It's a whole new thing. Okay, so we got a date. October 17th is wow. Okay, so October 17th is when the Kickstarter is going to go live. That's super exciting. We know that hold on, this cycled. We know that we're getting X-Men, and it's X-Men. I mean, have to assume classic X-Men, so like Cyclops, uh, uh, Professor X, Beast, Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, Jubilee. Like these are all the X Men that I think of when I go back to like the X Men cartoon. Rogue. Oh my God, Rogue is like my favorite Marvel character. I would love to see Rogue. Uh, Nightcrawler. Like, there's a ton of speculation that could go into what X Men characters we're gonna see, but I think we have to assume like big heavy hitters, kind of like they did with Marvel. Although they threw some curveballs at us with the Marvel box too. Like, who would have thought the Spider-Man we were gonna get was Miles? Like, even Scarlet Witch is kind of, and Doctor Strange are kind of like not the expected. Like, they're not the marquee Marvel characters. So I have to assume that we're gonna see some like offbeat, maybe not the marquee X Men characters as well. Uh, Now, this other thing, cooperative. So I will say I absolutely love Dice Throne Adventures. Uh, Having a dungeon crawler with these characters is great, but given what this is called, my initial thought was some kind of an upgrade for Dice Throne Adventures, but this says missions. So that to me doesn't sound like it's going to be an expansion to Dice Throne Adventures. That sounds like it's going to be its own thing. Maybe we're sending all of our Marvel superheroes out on missions together. That could be very cool. It's hard to know exactly what direction they're going to go with it, other than it's a cooperative game mode, and I'm super excited about that. Now, I know. There's definitely going to be some haters out there in the world who are going to be like, oh, I wanted original characters. And original characters are cool. I also like original Dice Throne characters a ton, but the Marvel characters were all smash hits, in my opinion. So the fact that they're going to come back and revisit the well with Marvel, and specifically X-Men, which is like some of the most popular stuff that Marvel does outside of like the Avenger properties, this seems like it's going to be really good for the game. An additional co-op mode, one that's, I mean, that has the Marvel logo right there on the screen. So this has to be a Marvel centric co-op type mode. I think that's fantastic as well. I know co-op isn't for everybody, and sort of the core gameplay loop of Dice Throne is a 1v1 dueling game, and I'm a huge fan of that core loop. But Dice Throne Adventures is great. So I'm really looking forward to what like the Marvel spin on Dice Throne Adventures is going to look like in the form of this Dice Throne missions. Unfortunately, we have to wait like a month and a half to get answers to any of these questions, including what was up with the unicorn, right? Like I've been joking around about it being Twilight Sparkle ever since they first revealed that most ambitious project yet trailer. But it looks like now we know it's Marvel. Uh, no unicorn connections like immediately come to mind. I think really it makes me think about like Asgard and that kind of area of the Marvel universe, which is not really my favorite area of the Marvel universe. And they already did Thor and Loki, so I don't think that's going to be the connection. Yeah, I will concede X-Men, like as far as the whole tapestry of the Marvel Universe, X-Men is probably the area I've paid some of the least attention to. While I do love Rogue as a character and Gambit as a character, I mean, there are X-Men that I like. Uh, I kind of preferred like the uncanny Avengers type storyline where I get my Captain America and I get my Avengers characters with a splash of some of these X-Men. That's kind of my home base in Marvel Comics. Spider-Man, Captain America, those are my two main guys. But exciting stuff. So I guess at this point I've kind of covered all the little crumbs of information that they gave us. I guess the only other thing I'll comment is we've seen a lot of people kind of deconstructing this nebula image that was posted on the Dice Throne Facebook page, and it looks like that nebula is exactly what's being used here as well. I I do not see anything in this nebula. I know other people are highlighting stuff and drawing circles around things, and that's very cool. I think it's awesome that people are coming at it in that way. But I've looked at everything that's been posted on the Facebook about there being hidden images inside this thing, and I just don't see them. So, okay, I guess we'll leave it there. Until next time, go win some games.